Hi friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. Sri Lanka versus South Africa second test. And I know Sri Lanka lost badly in the first test match, but we have two good news to start with. First is that New Zealand has been knocked out of the World Test Championship. So that's a very good news for not just Sri Lanka, but also India, Australia, and South Africa. Now they are obviously all of their chances increased now to reach to the finals. Secondly, the Gerald Coetze and one more player, I'm trying to remember, they are both out from the second test. So that's a big boost for Sri Lanka because Kiral Koitzik did trouble them by bowling like at 154 speed. So he's not playing. The second is that Vian Mulder is also out of injury. So he's a quality all-rounder and in very good form. So this is a boost for Sri Lanka. The replacements have been announced. It will be Ryan Rickelton, who actually opened in Bangladesh. He's predominantly a T20 player though, and him playing at number 7, I don't think Sri Lanka will be much worried. And then the second force change is Dane Patterson is going to come in replacing Giral Koetze. Now Patterson is not as quick and his bowling average is 36. So very good news for Sri Lanka. South Africa is going to field only 4 bowlers, 3 pacers and 1 spinner. Of course, still there is a huge threat from Jansen and Rabada, who are one of the South Africa's best current bowlers, and they picked 14 wickets among them. So Sri Lanka still have that one threat. If but but think about it, if Sri Lanka can negotiate the early overs and the burst of Jansen and Rabada, then they can milk Patterson and Keshav Maharaj. So I think Sri Lankan batters should be ready for the test and to prove their worth this time. Talking about Gabarha, where the second test match is, Sri Lanka has a good record here. They lost one match in 2016, but they won the last time they played here in 2019. So they have a 1-1 record, and they would really be wanting to square the series here and be alive in the World Test Championship finals scenario. Let's talk about Sri Lanka's team. Even though Sri Lanka got 42 all out, I don't think they should be making any changes. The pitch is going to dry up, and with the conditions here, it might spin. It might spin more than Durban for sure. So Prabhat Josiro will be very handy, and I think they should not panic and should not draft Milan Ratnayake yet because they might need Prabhat Jasuria later, and then Anjay De Silva as a spin. So will be coming handy. So I don't see Sri Lanka should make any changes. Oshada Fernando is a good prospect, but I just feel they might give Karunaratne one last chance. And that is one thing where Sri Lankan batters need to prove themselves. Old guns, Karuna Ratne and Matthews, they both failed in both the innings of the first test, so they have to prove their worth here. We were also surprised by the rare failure of Kamindo Mendes, but I'm expecting him to score some runs now. And again, same goes with Nisanka. He's still new in the test arena. I expect him to bounce back. So, and then Sri Lankan pacers have done really well. Let's talk about Lahiru Kumara, who was Sri Lanka's outstanding pacer in the last match as well, especially in the first innings when they managed to get South Africa out for 191. Lahiru Kumara is only 1 wicket short of reaching 100 test wickets. Sri Lanka has such a rich test cricket history, but I was surprised reading that only 8 Sri Lankan bowlers have 100 plus test wickets. So everyone knows Muthaiya Muralidharan has picked the most wickets in world cricket, 800. But after Muthaiya Muralidharan, there's like a huge gap. And then you have Rangana Hera, then couple of fast bowlers. But only 4 fast bowlers, Chaminda Vas, Suranga Lakmal, Dirala Fernando, and Suranga Lakmal. Suranga Lakmal, Chamindavas, Dilara Fernando, and yeah, I think I missed one. But only 4 bowlers have over 100 plus figure. Kasurajita. So Lahiru Kumara will reach that level now. So I'm very excited for Lahiru Kumara, and Sri Lanka needs wickets from him. I'm also expecting Asita to bowl well. He was my favorite bowler in England. So similar conditions. I hope Asita will bowl well. And Vishwa can be substitute for Milan Ratnayake, but again Vishwa hasn't done much wrong either, so they should play him. But what Sri Lanka needs to worry about is the form of Temba Bavuma and Tristan Stubbs. Tristan Stubbs, again, even though he's in early days in Test cricket, but he's averaging 44 with the bat, and he's always getting those starts, which can be troubling for Sri Lanka. So they need to find a way to get him out early. Same goes with Aiden Markram in South Africa. Aiden Markram is a damn good batsman, so they need to be careful about him. And then Temba Bavuma surprised everyone, like just coming back from injury, scoring 122. Sri Lanka needs to find a way to get him out. Maybe it will be Prabhat Jasuria or someone. But yeah, you guys find a way to get him out. You cannot let Bavuma score so much. Again, so South Africa has a long batting lineup in this match with the addition of Ryan Rickelton, but I hope Sri Lankan bowlers will bowl much better this time. And same goes with their batting now. Batting should have some confidence, especially they made 282 in 80 overs in the second innings. They did show some fight chasing that 500 plus total. Of course, they didn't reach there, but playing 80 overs out there, they must have given them some confidence. I'm also very excited about Dinesh Chandimal. We rate him so highly, and he did play that 84 run knock in the second innings. So him at number 3 now looks perfect. Again, you have that decorated middle order with the Chandimal, Matthews, Kamindu Mendes, Dhananjay De Silva, and Kushal Mendes. So it's a big batting order, and I want them to really show their worth now and show South Africa what they're made of. That's all. Very excited for this test match. There is no signs of rain yet, so we should have a full match. And I'm really expecting Sri Lanka to square the series. You should also get inspiration from our neighbor Bangladesh. Bangladesh has defeated West Indies in a test match in West Indies, so Sri Lanka can definitely beat South Africa. So the prediction from my end is Sri Lanka winning. Shikhar, my co-host, who's not here today, he's also predicted Sri Lanka to win because he expects also some spin in this test match. Very excited, guys, and we'll cover this test match for you in detail. Please like, subscribe.